I'm so embarrassed to tell this story. But you know what? Kevin gave me some inspiration with the risk exclamation point, telling stories you wouldn't dare tell. So here we go. We're all friends here. I'm not proud of it, but here it is. It was the Million Man March, the original one, and I was in high school. And, it was a really big deal. It was a monumental event to move forward, social missions and revolution. And, what we needed is as Black men in this country. And so all of us were talking about leaving school, coordinating, how are we going to get down there to the DC Mall and what we were going to do. But we ended up not having to sneak out of school or anything because our principal came onto the loudspeaker and said, while I can't legally tell you guys to go down there, because this is such a huge pivotal moment in our history, I'm not going to stop anyone from going, and no one's going to face any consequences for going. Mass exodus. Everybody's up, we're leaving. So I'm walking down the hallway, I'm talking to my boys, we're coordinating what's going on, and I run into my girlfriend at the time, my high school sweetheart. And she says that she's going home. And I'm like, yep, that's a great idea. I'm going down to the Million Man March. I'm gonna be a part of this historical event. I'm the future and it's important. And she says, yeah, I'm going home and there's no one home, if you catch my drift. I'm like, oh. Now, before you judge me, remember, I was in high school. Okay, this is a high school Chris Lundy. This is my brain was immature at the time. And who wasn't it? Adam, who could not resist the lure of Eve. He had one job. One job. You can do anything you want in this paradise. Just stay away from that fucking apple. That's all he had to do, and he was fine until Eve came up and goes, you know what? Obeying the Almighty that's cool. That's really cool. But you know what would be cooler? Years later, coronavirus. That's what we got going on. Who am I? I'm not better than Adam. So I was thinking about, going to her house, weighing my decisions. I'm thinking, all right, there's going to be one guy at her house if I go there. And on the other hand, there's a million dudes down there, like a million. I just don't think they're going to miss little old me. This is how I'm weighing my decision. This is, how I'm rationalizing what I'm going to do. Long story short, I went to my girlfriend's house and I'm not proud of it. I could feel Jesse Jackson shaking his head at me in shame. So I go to her house and I'm feeling guilty, but she's helping me with that. You know what I'm saying? And we're enjoying ourselves, and out of nowhere, the bedroom door flings open. And I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? And it's her mother. Now what? Now, luckily, we were under the covers, right? So I guess from her perspective, it looked like maybe we were just spooning or just chilling or hanging out. I don't know. But she clearly did not know what was going on because she stood in the doorway and she talked to us for about 3 minutes. The whole time I'm on pins and needles. I'm embarrassed. I just wanted to shrivel up and die. I mean, a part of me was already shriveled up, so I had a head start. And I'm thinking as seconds go by like hours, I'm like, if she takes one step into this room and sees my underwear on the ground, she'll know what's going on. I'm trying to hold still. It was pure agony. I felt like it was karma, right? Like Martin Luther King Jr. himself sent her into that room to shame me because they made all these sacrifices to lead us to this moment. And what did I choose? Ass. I still feel bad about it. But like I said before, the mom somehow didn't know. She was talking to us about the Million Man March. She even asked, like, if I was going to stay for lunch, and I said, "No, ma'am, I've already eaten." Not like that. I did not mean it that way. I just meant I was not hungry. I lost my appetite completely. I was nervous. I was embarrassed. I was ready to go, and so she ended up leaving, and I immediately got dressed. I ended up going home. One of the most embarrassing moments of my life. And I have not missed a protest ever since for sex. That is true. That is a fact. That's it. That's what happened. And I'm very embarrassed. And I've never told that story before. So thank you for letting me tell it here. Neil?